Sometimes it's comforting to be away from the rest of the world and you don't have to deal with the problems of the world. You're away from it all. The door's locked, the world is gone, which is sometimes it can be good, but a lot of the times it's loneliness. You're missing your family, you're missing your girlfriend, you're missing your friends, and you're behind there, and it's just cold. It's just a cold place to be. Grew up in Blakestown, Clonsilla. Just been around Blanchetown there. It was a lot different back then. It was a lot rougher, like. You'd be walking past burnt out cars on the side of the road, and everyone was always fighting. Everyone was into robbing cars, doing drugs, selling drugs. You were in school, people would be starting on you. I wanted to learn how to look after myself so people wouldn't annoy you, and if they did annoy you, you'd be able to sort them out then. Got into training and going to the gym. I got into fighting then as well, and anyone that trains doing fighting or is a fighter will know that you're always striving to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it becomes like bigger. You're not seeing yourself getting bigger, so you're always chasing that. And a fella that I know was selling steroids, and he asked me and my mate would we be into doing them, and so I just started from there. I was at it all the time. I was 5 days a week, and I just kept going. I never looked back. I was taking them for a long time then. I was on it fairly frequently, like from then till I was 25, I'd say. I just became this really aggressive, angry person. Just unstable. I was all over the place. I was angry towards my parents. I was angry towards my friends. I was just an animal at times, like. The anger builds up and builds up and builds up, and then you just snap. I was always in fights, always out in trouble in town, and a lot of drinking, doing a lot of drugs, and I remember I hit my friend with a bottle one night. He's a friend of mine, like, you know, so one night it all blew up then. A couple of friends of mine were down in Temple Bar, and I was walking down, seeing a load of ruckus and stuff like that, and there was a Garda car sitting there open, and I jumped in the Garda car, and I got on the radio and put out a call sign. And with that then a guard came down and grabbed me out, and the two of us got in a tussle then, and then I resisted arrest, and during the resistive arrest I rolled over on a guarda's wrist and spanked her wrist, and one thing led to another, and then the next 2 or 3 years was in and out of court with stuff like that, and then I ended up getting a prison sentence, 4.5 years, 2.5 years suspended. It's a scary, weird situation. Anyone that tells you they aren't scared is a liar. Like, obviously you're going to be scared the first time you're going into prison. You don't know what's going to happen. It's really hostile, like. Lots of fights, lots of gangs and stuff like that. I just want to get my head down and get me time done, do me whack, do me prison, like. It started off as just being a way of passing the time, and that's all you're really doing in there is finding ways to pass the time, because that's all you have is time. But then eventually I really enjoyed it then. I was just down there every day nearly painting. When you're painting you kind of go into that meditation zone where you're just working away and you get into a little zone, you're moving things here and there. It kind of makes you zone out from the rest of the world. You know, you kind of forget that there's bars on the windows. This was the door that I looked at when I was in Wheatfield prison. I tried to make this painting to draw you in, and I used a lot of cold colours with the dead blue, the grey, the browny beige, the brown. But I used a warm colour here, so it draws you in. And this one over here, I have the birds here, and this is basically doing society in a way. And he's just falling on, he's hanging on the wire, which is basically what happens when you go to prison. You'll have a couple of close people that will hang around you and will stick by you, and then the rest kind of don't really notice that you're gone, you get forgotten about. With finding art again, it's just I found Found more myself, like something that was there from when I was younger, before I got into adolescence, and you have all these distractions.
What'd you bring these out for?
I had to go out and get them for going to college.
Oh.
You need all these to fill in.
Yeah.
That's fucking my application. So then you have my junior shirt, my bird shirt. Did well in my junior shirt. All B's and C's. I went downhill from there.
Downhill, yeah, exactly. Gone. Good luck to you.
So yeah.
Let's get you done.
Yeah. To make a living from something that you love is probably the goal for everyone in life, isn't it? What I'm trying to do is go and apply for the colleges and get into college and learn the new techniques that I can use into my paintings and just further my knowledge of art and become a legitimate artist, I suppose.
I couldn't understand that falling board that Martin told me about.
He told you?
I thought it was just a board hanging off the wall. I had to go and then he says to me, no, there's a story behind that. Is that the falling down in society and people are trying to bring it back up again.
An old army photo. Well, I hadn't got a great relationship with my dad when I was in my teenage years. Well, he was the one that came and visited me every week. The relationship got really close with us through that. He's just such a good bloke, like.
Like, I never played football, I never done art, I never done anything like that. I never done anything.
You still don't do anything?
Just drove. I just always wanted to be a driver, that's all.
It's handy to drive. I enjoy driving this. Because you're up high and all, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're obviously well ahead.
It's mad, but isn't it? Like, where did I get the art from? Like,
I don't know.
You never had an interest in anything.
Never.
She never. Like, what did I like? Like, most people take stuff off their family in a way, like interests and stuff like that. It was very hard when I first got out of prison. Very hard. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do because you're going out from this structured lifestyle that I've been used to for such a long time. It's very hard to get a job. I've no prospects, so I've had to make my own way of trying to make a living. My dad has a minibus company, so I've gone and done the licences on a bus and a truck. I'm going down that road for a steady income while I'm trying to go down the education road with art. I know it's not going to be easy. It's not easy for any artist to make money. Like, I'm sure I will come across a lot of obstacles in the future. Like, people will always think if you're in prison you must have done something wrong, you must be a bad person or something. But I'm really only on the start of the journey. One way or another. I want to be an artist and express myself. I still draw with charcoal, I still draw with pencils. I love oil painting just because I can keep going back and I can keep manipulating and I can keep... It's just like, it's more expressive. It's not once it's there, it's there. Like, you're bending it and you're twisting it and you're coming back and you're looking, and it's just like... It's like a dance sometimes, like the way you're flowing with it. And once you get into it, into emotion, into this, you just get into a groove, really. It's such a concentration that everything else goes out the window. It's just like, it's hard to explain. I just get really into this groove. Like, it's like, that's the only way I can explain it. It's like, I suppose, a musician is playing, he gets into a groove. You're just painting away and everything else goes out the window and you're moving it and bending it and going with it, and it's just a brilliant feeling. Like, it's really, really therapeutic for me. I'm back with art now and it's just making me feel a lot more comfortable in myself, a lot more relaxed, a lot more at ease. I feel like I'm on the right path in life and it's a really nice feeling.